So welcome, yogis. Just enjoying lying on your mats. Having a few moments just to tune in to yourself. Tune into how you're feeling today. Noticing with awareness everything that you feel today and observing what we call satya, which is truth. And just having a moment to root down through the soles of your feet. I'd like you to try and imagine tree roots. Just growing through the soles of your feet, representing your energy channel down into Mother Earth. And we'll also have a moment just to glance through our chakras, starting at the root, at the base of the spine, Muladhara, and tuning into a lovely ball of red energy here. And notice how you do feel through your legs all the way down to your feet. This is the energy that resonates here. And just also tuning into the lower belly, lower back, your sacral area, and maybe just sort of bring to mind the colour orange, the orange fruit or a flower, resonating with your emotions, your passions, your desires in life. Solar plexus now, just above your navel, a lovely yellow sunny-like energy, just tuning into that. Perhaps a lemon or a buttercup. And this is your centre of motivation, your ego centre, where your self-worth lives. Notice where your energy is here. Sometimes with digestive issues, we'll have an imbalance. Checking in now with your heart centre and the Hatha. Perhaps visualising a lovely nature green and pink. Tuning into compassion, self-love and self-care. Throat centre, Vishuddhi, is a lovely pale blue like the sky. Your centre of communication and how you talk to yourself, your inner dialogue. And then just also noticing your third eye, Ajna. Perhaps you bring to mind an indigo or a purple here. Your intuitive centre. And then finally the crown, just an inch above the top of the head, Sahasrara. Perhaps you can see a violet or a white in your mind as I bring your awareness here. Have a moment to notice your breath. We're so unconscious of our breath most of the time. So when we're on our mat, it's lovely to just draw awareness to that beautiful inhale and that beautiful exhale that we have. I'm going to join you lying down, and then we'll start with our warm-up stretches. So when you're ready, taking your right arm up and over on your inhale, let the arm fall to the floor behind you. And then lift the toes of your right foot into a gentle flex, and then we'll start to stretch this side, just the right side, linked with our masculine aspect of ourselves, Pingala, and just enjoy stretching the palm of your hand, lowering the leg down, reaching up with the arm, and then just gently point the toes and enjoy the stretch over the top of the foot where you're activating your stomach meridian. And then on your next exhale, just let your arm float down to the side of the body again. Turn the palms up into Shavasana. And then when you're ready, we'll take an inhale and the left side, arm coming over and behind you. Same again. So lifting the toes, gentle flex to the foot, nothing to aggravate anything. And then just enjoy lowering the leg down and stretching up and creating some space in your waist. Ida, the feminine side of ourselves. Pointing toes, and then on the exhale, arm floats down, and then we'll take both arms up and over on the next inhale. Let your chin just tuck in ever so gently, and we can just enjoy flexing the feet, then pointing the toes and flexing in, just moving your ankles backwards and forwards, feeling a lovely stretch in your shoulder blades. Stretch the fingers, and then when you're ready, exhale, just bring the arms down nice and slowly. Again, take a moment in Shavasana and notice just how your energy feels from 3 stretches. When you're ready, draw your right knee into chest. Bring the hands around the shin, and with a nice deep breath in, and then exhale as you bring your forehead up towards your knee, and follow the breath as it leaves your body. Belly falls back to spine, and then inhale when you're ready to come down. Other side, bring the left knee in now gently, and a deep breath in. Exhale as you come up, looking between the legs. Hold the breath out for a moment. Breathe in when you're ready to come down. And then both knees into chest. Deep breath. Exhale coming up. Feel all the breath leave the body, all the stagnant air that we sometimes hold. And then bring the head down as you breathe in. Bring the hands onto your knees and then just take a moment to rock from side to side. Explore how your back feels. We don't often feel the outer edges of our body in the back, so make a few little circles in both directions. And then in your own time, we're going to roll up to seated, working through Paramuktasana 1, which is an anti-rheumatic warm-up. So come onto your cushions if you're comfortable too. If not, you can sit with your legs outwards or just sitting directly on the mat, whatever suits you. I want you to be comfortable, that's the main thing. And then just joining me in Chin Mudra, first two fingers touching. Notice if we're slouched, just have a nice elevation into the spine. Let the eyelids drop. And again, just have a moment to tune back into your breath, whether you're belly breathing or whether it's very chest orientated. As I say, we get so unconscious to our breath. And then when you're ready, exhaling, take the chin down to the chest, pausing here just for a moment to feel the stretch and notice where the sensation radiates. Breathe into center and then take the chin up to the ceiling. Inhale to center, we'll take the chin down again. Just relaxing the shoulders a little bit more. Once more up to the ceiling. And then coming back to the center. We're going to tilt the head to the right and just pause over to the left. And again to the right. We'll do all of these twice. And then left. And just notice if there's any difference from your left to the right. Returning back to center. And now, still with the eyes closed, just twist your head as if you're looking over your right shoulder. Coming back through center, sweep over to the left. Noticing any difference over to the right again. In any mobility, one side to the other, over to the left. And then returning back to center. We'll take the chin down to the chest and just taking a full rotation of the head in each direction, just all the way around, nice and slowly. Listening to all the funny noises that we hear, all the cracks. And then just the other way, nice and slowly. It's interesting how perhaps sometimes you'll feel other sensations spread through the body with just these simple movements. Coming back to center, opening your eyes, and then we take the hands out in front of us, and then thumbs in, thumbs out. Just warm up your fingers. Fingers are very linked with the details of life. And then palms up and down. And when we move our arms, we're activating heart and lungs and large and small intestine. And then just turning, warm up the wrists. You might hear a few clicks here. Other way. Feel like I'm waving like the Queen when I do this. And then palms turned up, deep breath in. Exhale, just fingers to shoulders, very simple, but tune into how your elbows feel, whether they feel easy today, whether they feel a little, you can feel something, bit of inflammation. Elbows together and then just gently rotating round. Let's warm up and loosen what we're holding in our shoulders. Other way a few times. Shoulders are where we hold our burdens and our worries. Okay. Come off your cushions if you're on them. Extend your legs out in front of you. As we did with the upper arms, we can just warm up the lower body. Very important to always warm your body up before you move, and it brings awareness. So stretching toes, then curling. And then pointing, gentle flex. Again, remembering only do what you want to do today. If you need to miss out any poses or parts of the practice, please do. You know your body better than I do. Bring one foot over the other. We'll just gently rotate ankles, warm them up. Oh, quite quiet today, no clicks. Other way a few times. And then other side. There we go. And the other way a few times. Lovely. Bend your right knee, hand round the thigh, and a very gentle movement of your knee joint. How does it feel today? Give a little bit of love to our knees, and then placing the hand round the shin now, we lift the foot away and just stir like a pot, making some circles. Warm up the hip. And the other way a few times. Take a moment to notice how your right hip feels, because then we're going to come and do the left knee now and then the left hip. So just hands under the thigh. And just move that joint. Notice if it feels comfortable today or if it's clicky. And then hip. Another way a few times. Lovely. And then if you can join me, bringing your feet together in butterfly. Have a few moments just to rest here, nothing too strenuous. I just want you to stretch out through the hips. You can close your eyes, let the head fall forwards and just soften and relax into this pose for a few breaths. Breathing to belly, feel the breath move into the lower back and open up into the back ribs. Very nourishing to breathe deeply to the belly, very good for your nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, lifting up. Just cross the legs. We'll just do a seated cat-cow today to avoid coming onto knees. So just resting hands onto hips, breathing in as we come forward. Not on hips, I meant knees. I know you know what I'm talking about, even if I don't. Breathing, come forwards. And you can feel that stretch in your hips gently as well here. As you breathe out, just curl into your back, let the head drop. I'm just wanting you to mobilise through your spine gently here. We're going to start to rotate clockwise. Breathe in as you come forwards. And then breathe out as you roll back round to the back. Close your eyes if you wish. Try to keep your sit bones connected to the mat, but just feel your body, feel your spine. Notice how your shoulders and your shoulder blades feel as you rotate. And then just coming back the other way, anti-clockwise. Yoga is not about standing on our head or going quickly through lots of poses. It's about you coming back into connection with your body, your mind, your breath, your spirit. So coming to a nice stillness. Okay, all warmed up. We're going to come to standing. Let's challenge our balance today. Oh, I know, I get a lot of moaning. Tree pose. If you need to come and stand near a wall, near a post or anything, I would like you to do that if you feel unsteady. You don't even have to touch the wall or anything. You just have to, sometimes if you feel more comfortable to be near it, then it gives you that little bit of confidence. So first of all, just bring your feet about hip distance apart. We're going to open in Tadasana, mountain pose. Lean into your toes gently. Lean back into your heels and then gently side to side. Lift the arches of your feet if you need to. If you feel like you collapse your arches, I often do. Coming back to stillness. And then we're going to take the weight into the right leg and then lift the left. Now, if you're comfortable with heel to ankle, still keeping toes on the mat, if that's where you feel safe, just stay here. If you want to play with the idea of bringing the toes up, you can, or below the knee, or above your knee, never hooking your foot onto the knee joint. And then focus on a point in the wood or something on the wall behind me. Drishti, what we call this, concentration point. And now where is your breath? Is it all into the chest? Bring the breath to the belly. Okay, lovely. And release. Give your legs a shake if you need to. You can perhaps feel that in the right leg. So lifting the left foot, planting the toes down individually and just feeling like you have those tree roots extending from the sole of your foot. Same again. So heel to ankle if that's where you're safe. Toes up or foot below or above your knee. And lift the body. Notice if you're slouching. Just lift. Focus on your drishti, your point. Breathe to belly. Notice if the chest breath you're unaware of that. Okay, lovely. Give your legs a little shake. Yes, often our left sides are always the wobbly ones, aren't they? But different days you're going to be different because you're a different person. And trees sway. It's quite normal. And the left side is related to your feminine, the right side is very related to your masculine. So if things upset you, if you're feeling a bit, I can't make a decision, which is the masculine element of ourselves. If you're not self-caring or nurturing, that could be the left side, the feminine. So that can sometimes be a little bit off balance. And I love tree pose because it reveals it displays quite evidently how maybe we are off balance. So we'll do an earth sequence as well now. So Nick, you may not have done earth sequence before, so I'll go through this with you. Join me on the left side of your mat, just slightly to the left. So there's 5 parts to earth sequence. It's a very gentle sequence, and each bit we just repeat 3 times. So I will talk it through. Make a diamond shape with your fingers. Breathe in, take the arms up. Gaze through your diamond and exhale as the arms come round and down to the sides. We're going to interlink the fingers. Breathe in, up to the throat. Turn the palms down, exhale. Inhale, arms come forwards. Exhale, round and down. And again, breathe in to throat. Palms turn down to root. In forwards. Exhale, round and down. One more time. Breathing in. It's very meditative, this practice. Forwards. And as the arms come up, we take the right foot to the side. We're going to do the same with the arms, but this time we come into a gentle squat. So breathe in, take the arms up. Exhale, bend into the knees and only come down as far as you are comfortable. Breathe in forwards, as before, the arms come up, round and down. And again, breathing in. And squat. Breathe in forwards. Arms round and down. 3rd time, breathe in. And down. Coming up forwards. As you come up, turn to your right hand side. As you twist, your right leg will be lengthened in front of you and your left leg is slightly bent beneath you. Bring the hands in front of you. Draw into heart the palms. Lean forwards, turn the palms away. Lean back, breathe in, arms come up. And then exhale, arms come all the way round and down to in front. So breathing in fully. Just watch me. Exhale. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, arms round and down to in front. Breathe into heart. Exhale forwards. Breathe in. Is that 3? I've forgotten, I'm not counting. Other side. Turn round. Right, your left leg is lengthened in front of you. Your right leg is slightly bent beneath you. Let's start with the hands in front. Breathe in, palms come to heart. Breathe out, turn your palms away. Breathe in, breathe back. Arms round and down, 2 in front. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out, palms turn away. Lean back, arms up, and then arms round and down, 2 in front. So palms into heart, and then away. Arms up, and then turn to face the front. You get it eventually. Breathe in, arms to throat. We're going to come into a forward fold now. So turn the palms up, and then coming from your hips, not your waist, forward fold. And just enjoy hanging here for a moment. Really enjoy the lovely stretch through the back and the spine. When you're ready, breathe in. Take the arms forward, still interlinked, coming up. Exhale, round and down. Breathe into throat. Exhale forwards. Breathe in, coming up. Arms round and down. One more time. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathe in. Coming up. And then as we bring our hands to heart, we bring our right foot back to our left. Hands to heart centre. Okay, just close your eyes for a moment. I always like to do this, just hold our thumbs to our heartbeat. Very gentle, very soft, very different from perhaps sun salutations and other fast movements. Take a moment on the mat. Let's just come into Shavasana. Although that was very gentle, I'd just like you to take a pause. The pause between your poses is very powerful. It allows you to tune back into yourself, to identify what you're feeling throughout your body. So you can just take a very, like an internal scan, just start from the head. How does your face feel? How does your neck feel? Notice your shoulders and arms down to your fingertips. Are they tingling? Checking with the front of your body, the sides and the back of your body. Aware of any twinges that you may have had. Do they feel a bit more freed up and spacious? Notice how your legs feel all the way down to feet. And then finally, just noticing your breath. Nice deep belly breaths. Breathe into belly. Breathe up into the chest. And a lovely slow exhale. We are holistic beings, so noticing body, mind, breath. And then when you're ready, we'll draw the right knee into chest, and then the left knee, and just enjoy a nice little rock. Noticing how you feel through your back. If you walked into the yoga studio earlier with a few niggles or back pains, how does it feel now? Observe what your practice does for you. If certain poses are really beneficial, you'll be drawn to them and maybe even want to do them at home. Okay. We're going to come up to standing again. Okay. I'd like to do self-salutation today. It does involve pigeon pose. Now, I'll just demonstrate pigeon. For those of you, I know some of you cannot bend into your knees. This is pigeon. It's almost like doing the splits, but with the front leg bent. If you can't do that, come into another restful pose or just do some cat-cows. Even if you want to just do something else in that time. Okay, so just Just observe. I'm just giving you that option because I know some of you will struggle with that one, with the knees. Okay. Coming to the top of your mats. This involves a few warrior poses, so nice deep breath in. And then we're just going to release the arms and we're going to step back with the left foot into warrior one. Okay, and we'll raise the arms up, looking ahead of you. Awareness of how your balance feels. Making sure your front knee is over your ankle. Okay, opening up into warrior two. Take your right arm forward and your left arm back. We take that left hip backwards. Okay. Noticing your balance. Come into Parsvakonasana, side lunge, and then take that left arm to the side of your ear. And it's enjoying this really lovely stretch from the back heel all the way up to the fingertips. This is where we're going to rotate down into pigeon. Okay, so avoiding this pose if you can't do it. Bring the hands down to the mat, bend your right knee, and then just slowly letting your left leg sink back. Don't do that, it's fine. I know who can do this and who shouldn't. Do cat-cow or just rest, yes, do something else. Honour your body, which is Satya and Ahimsa. Okay, those of you in this pose, can you feel that lovely stretch? Nick, I don't know if you can, but you're upright a little. I don't know if you can just sink the leg back a little bit more. No, your left leg. Yeah. Don't worry if you can't, it's fine. Everyone is different in this pose. Okay, turn the back toes under. We're going to come up into down dog, nice and slowly. Don't worry if you can't get your heels to the mat. I can't either. And don't worry if your legs aren't straight. Have a generous bend into your knee if you need to. It's nice to have a nice flat back and strong arms. Deep breath in. Lower the knees down to the mat. And then from here, I'd like to do just a couple of crown rolls. So bring your forehead down. Breathe in, roll onto your head. And breathe out, come back to your forehead. Very stimulating for your third eye and your crown chakra. So breathe in, come onto your crown again. And then back onto your forehead. If you can, rest back into child's pose. So you can either take your knees wide and rest the arms out, which we call Hasta Balasana. Hasta means hands. This is quite a nice restful pose. Or you can bring the hands back to the feet. It's up to you. Okay. Bring your hands back towards your body. You can lift the head slowly. Doing it slowly so we avoid any dizziness. If you can and you want to, you don't have to, especially if you have got issues with the feet, you can turn the toes under for a little toe stretch. It's very stimulating for the soles of the feet. And then we'll come to standing. Just going to do the same the other side. And then we'll have a little rest on the mat. So I'm turning this way just so that I'm still facing you. So coming to the top of your mat. This is called self-salutation. So I want you to think about yourselves. We often think about a lot of other people, don't we, in our lives, considering everybody else. So have a little moment to think about you. Deep breath in. And then as we exhale, take the arms down. Bring the arms up. And then we're going to take our right foot back into Virabhadrasana 1. Okay, so a nice big step back. Warrior 1. When you look down, make sure you can sort of see the knee is over the ankle. You can see your big toe, and maybe your other little toes are hidden. Nice strong pose here, very good for grounding, very good for solar plexus. And then we're going to take the left arm forward and the right arm back into Warrior 2. Gazing at the middle finger of your front hand is your drishti point. And then lowering the elbow to the knee as we come into side lunge, Parsvakonasana. Feel that lovely stretch that you get into the side of your waist. You're stimulating your gallbladder here. And then we're going to, for those of you that can come into pigeon, bring your hands down to the mat. Bend your left knee. And then just lower down. Sometimes we come into it like that, and then once you're into the pose, you can just sort of creep your leg back and sink into it. If this doesn't suit you, or you're really struggling to get into it, don't do it. Okay, you're going to feel that lovely deep stretch into your left buttock. It feels good once you can settle there for a while. Okay, turn your back toes under, come up into down dog. Have a little moment perhaps to just bend your knees alternately and walk your dog. Nice little sway of the hips. Okay, lower the knees down. Bring the forehead to the mat. Breathe in as you come onto your crown. Breathe out as you come to forehead. And just one more time. And then just resting back into a child's pose. You can either have knees together and hands back to your feet, or resting your arms in front of you. It's nice to take the knees wide sometimes, and then the belly can drop between the legs. Okay. Taking a breath, we're going to lift the head up. Just come onto your backs now. And again, after that nice little sequence, we'll just lie down for a moment. Again, take the opportunity to observe how your body feels. Which poses did you like? Which poses didn't you like? Which poses were challenging? Which poses you just knew you couldn't do as well? And that's fine. Everybody is different. There's many poses I can't do. Relax. Notice the nature of your breath at the moment, whether it feels rapid or whether you can gently slow the breath with a longer out breath. Just witness your thoughts for a moment as well. Just following what's going on in your internal dialogue. And then we'll draw the knees in gently, right one then left one. We'll come into bridge, which is a lovely pose for our spine, our solar plexus, our heart. So bring the feet to the buttocks, knees are bent, semi-supine position. And feet are about hip distance apart. So you want a little bit of a space between them. If you were to reach down, you would feel the outside edges of your feet. They're not close together. And then palms are face down at the side of your body. Before we move, have an awareness of gently engaging the lower abdominal muscles and a very gentle pulling on your pelvic diaphragm. And then we're going to gently come up. So breathe in, push through your heels, lift your body away from the mat. You can feel that lovely engagement in the thighs, the buttocks, the lower back muscles. And then when you're ready, just exhale, start to roll down from the upper back, middle back, lower back, connects with the mat, and then tailbone. And then you feel your lumbar arch lift away as it restores its natural shape. So breathe in, coming up. And then as you exhale, just floating down. Again, just keep the tailbone curled forward until all of the spine rolls out. I love to see it in my mind like a row of beads being laid along the floor. So again, push up. This time, I'd like you to bring your shoulder blades together a little bit towards your spine. So as you do this, you're going to lift the chest a little bit more. Try to keep the head straight. And you'll have a little bit more lift here. You'll feel a bit more engagement through the buttocks, thighs and back. Take a deep breath. Part your shoulder blades away from each other and then again just roll down. Feeling that lovely release. And then we'll just do that one more time as well. So breathe in, push up. Bring your shoulder blades towards your spine. Just have that lovely little bit of lift in the chest. Keep the head straight. Deep breath in. Exhale, part your shoulders and roll your spine down, imagining each vertebrae connecting back with the mat. And then extend your legs out into Shavasana. And then feel where your energy is moving through your body. You can feel that, can't you, in your thighs, your buttocks, the backs of the knees. Have a nice sigh. Your chi, your prana, is moving and you can feel it in certain areas. You'll feel warmth in some parts of the body perhaps, or tingling. Some areas may feel cool. So again, just enjoy how your body feels, whether that felt good for your spine, whether it feels a little bit more spacious. And then we'll bring our knees in, and I often like to combine where we are with a lying spinal twist. So just have a moment to rock, have your hands on your knees, enjoy a nice massage to your back and to your digestive system. Not only do we work our body externally, we also work the internal energies of the body and internal organs. So bring your feet back to that same position, and this is a lovely gentle spinal twist. You can bring your arms out level with your shoulders if you have the room. Don't worry if you can't. You can just shift some things around. And so we'll just come into a nice gentle flow with this one as well, and perhaps a pause at the end. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, just drop the knees towards your right. Just start to let them sway right. And then breathe in, bring the knees back up to centre. And then exhale, go left. A bit like windscreen wipers. Inhale up. Exhale down. And it's lovely for you to go at your own pace. Just use your breath as the guide for movement. And you might find as you continue to do this that your body goes into the twist a little bit more, your knees come further to the mat. If you need to move any of your props out the way, please do. You can just... And the next time you come to your right side, you might want to just pause here for a moment. Just leave the legs on the right and just see if you can relax the buttocks. Breathe in, bring the knees up to centre. Take them over to the left and just pause here for a moment if that feels nice. Coming back up. Okay, lovelies, take your legs down into Shavasana. Have a moment here. That was a very gentle twist. But after any twist, I really invite you to let the spine come back into an alignment. And perhaps you can feel a lovely, just even the hint of a warmth in your lower back, where the energy, your prana, your chi is moving around here. Okay, so draw knees into chest. Have a nice little opportunity to rock and roll. Again, just observing you. Notice your thoughts. Notice your body. Okay, rolling up to seated. Let's come into some seated postures. We'll do butterfly because I know a lot of you like this one. So you have options. You can come into normal butterfly. This is lovely. You're going to feel it more in the hips. If your feet are further away, you'll feel it hips and gallbladder. If your feet are closer to your body, it's going to be more of a stimulation on your liver and your kidney meridians. Those of you that love the bolster, you can bring the bolster. You can pop the bolster here and just rest the arms. And for those of you that want to relieve your lower back a bit more, you can pop it under here. These are just options for... And it's also a bit more relieving on the hips. Whatever you would prefer to do. Okay, we're going to just take a few moments here and settle into this like a yin posture. So just let yourself soften. Try to relax any muscles that you're feeling are tight and tense. In a yin style, we become very passive. We let everything go. We're not active in the muscle at all. So you don't have to keep your back rigid. You can let your back curl. You can let your head relax, soften into your neck. And just take some deep belly breaths. Feel where your breath moves in your body. As you inflate the belly, you can feel that gently into your lower back. As the breath moves from your belly up to your chest, you can feel the back ribs expanding and contracting with your in and exhale. Notice the movement in the sides of your ribs. And maybe a very gentle movement into the shoulders. As you breathe with deep awareness around your nostrils, the inhale will be cooler than your exhale. Just take a moment to notice your exhale creates a little bit of warmth around the ring of your nostrils. If you need to come out of this pose anytime, please do. Notice anywhere else you can relax. Perhaps your shoulders are holding a little bit of tension. Your wrists or your fingers. And even your face, perhaps relax the jaw and your cheeks. When you're ready, we'll lift up slowly, nice and slowly. Come onto your back, just for a moment, and be aware of your body. Perhaps you can feel that deep into the lower spine area, the lumbar. As you relax here, even for the first few moments, perhaps your abdomen and the abdominal muscles are a little bit tight as you learn to feel safe enough to relax here. And then very gradually letting all of the back and the back muscles just soften and melt to your mat. Maybe you'll find your chin tucks in a little, and then everything else sort of changes down the spine. Deep belly breaths, and just awareness of what you're feeling, where you're feeling it. We can engage Ujjayi breath here for a moment. Ujjayi breath is that noisy Darth Vader breath. So it's where we constrict the airway ever so gently. So tuck your chin in. And as you breathe, it will sound like you're breathing into your throat. Nice deep breaths in and exhales. It sounds like ocean, the ocean breath. Just one more breath. Very calming for you. Just come back to a natural breath now. Really good for your nervous system, your circulatory system. So bring knees into chest gently. I'd like to counterpose the curve to our spine from butterfly with a very gentle one, which we call bench in yin. So come up to seated. I think we did this last week, but if you've got a blanket and it's rolled up, just unroll it and try and just fold it into a square, a bit like a sofa cushion. And then we're going to lie back over this. Okay. This is one of my favourites. And I know it is a class favourite as well. So take the cushion further away from your body. I don't want to curve into the lumbar. I want a little bit of a space. So you can see there's probably 3 or 4 inches here, because what I want to do is lie on it so that the chest opens. Yeah, just so that it's not rolled into a round thing. That'll do. That's okay. All the blankets are different sizes. So, right, we're going to lie back. You're only going to be a few inches away from the mat, but what you're doing is you're lifting the thoracic part of your body. You can take your arms out wide or keep them down by your body. As long as your lumbar isn't too curved and aggravating, this is really nice to open up your heart center and your throat. Anahata and Vishuddhi. As you lie here, just close your eyes, tune into your breath. As long as your neck feels supported, you won't be lifted too much, so your neck should be fine. And just take some deep breaths. It's nice to come into a pose where we stretch through the front of our chest, because so often it's contracted and our back muscles are stretched, where we're hunched over our phones or computers or any kind of device. You can really feel and notice where your breath moves in your body. Belly, chest, up towards the head. If you want to engage that Durga breath, that 3-part yogic breath here, you can. Breathing into belly, up into the chest, up towards the head. Very subtle lift of the shoulders, you'll notice just with the movement of your breath. Mind and body and breath in awareness. So I'd like you to take 3 more conscious breaths. Just be aware of the next 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. And even that pause that you get in between, that external or internal kumbhaka, the retention of the breath. And then after 3 breaths, I'm going to just ask you to lift your head gently, lift your body just enough to take the blanket away, and then come straight back down, and then just enjoy that very subtle difference from being ever so lifted into the thoracic part of your body, and then just flat against the mat, letting everything reset and realign. I love that pose. It's quite beneficial if you have had a hard day and there's a lot of tension in the back of your body. So from here, we're going to raise the legs in waterfall. This is where you can grab your pillow, your blanket again, or the moon cushion. This is a nice gentle inversion. So we're just going to pop that under the buttocks, the edge of the buttocks. So either blanket or moon cushion, meditation cushion, and raise the legs just for a few moments. This is nice. Very good for your heart and your circulatory system. Just taking the feet above the head and the heart. Gives the heart a rest. Good for your blood pressure. And inversion, even though we're not standing on our heads or our shoulders, is also a lovely position to come into when you're struggling with someone else's point of view or worldview or opinions, to flip yourself upside down. Get yourself into a completely different point and perspective. It does help with perhaps becoming more compassionate or tolerant of other views. You can let your eyelids close here for a moment. Focus your awareness on your third eye and just enjoy some lovely soft belly breaths here. Enjoy just nourishing yourself. So let's just take a few more breaths here. Follow your breath. We're going to bend the knees, lower the feet. Just remove your prop, whether it's the cushion or not. Have a moment in Shavasana. I'd like to come to seated in a moment for nadi shodhana, which is alternate nostril breathing before we relax. Just have a moment here to again focus on your energies, your subtle body energy. And then we'll bring our knees into chest. Roll up to seated. We'll just do a few minutes of nadi shodhana. Come onto your cushions if that's comfortable for you. Only if it is comfortable. Okay. Have you done alternate nostril breath before?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I do it a little bit differently. I don't like having the hands on the face all the time, so we do it with hand like this. So, as if your fingers touch your thumb, it's like a closed rosebud. I like to think of it. Okay, so just for a moment, rest the backs of your hands on your thighs. We're going to close the right hand, so fingers all to the thumb if you can. Leave the left hand open for a moment, and then just let the eyelids close. And what we're doing here as we breathe, we're just tuning into how the left nostril, the left nadi, the left channel feels, whether it feels blocked or open. So as you breathe, just focus your awareness on the left side of your nose. And then we're going to close the left hand and open the right. And again, just for a few moments, explore how the right nadi, pingala, feels. Okay, is there a noticeable difference in the flow of breath? Does it feel blocked, or is it just as easy to breathe? Okay, so then close the right hand, open the left, and we will begin. So with the left hand open, breathe in. Close that left hand, open the right, exhale. With the right hand open, inhale. Close, open the left, exhale. That's one round. So we'll carry on. In through the left. Close, open the right, exhale. Right hand open still, inhale. Then close, open the left to exhale. We'll do 2 more rounds. So left, close, exhale right. Inhale right. Close and out the left. Right, 1 more round. And I just want you to feel the way the breath moves. It might feel like you're actually breathing through individual nostrils, which of course you're not. So as you exhale through the left side, relax your hands. You can open your eyes gently. And we'll come into relaxation now. So lying back on your mats, or lying sideways, or sitting up, whatever suits you. If you'd rather sit up, if you need a stack of cushions behind your back, whatever feels right for you. So we've had a nice little bit of sequence movement a few times with earth sequence and self-salutation. We've had some movement into the side of our body with twists, the spine backwards and forwards, little elevation of the legs, and a few breathing practices interwoven. Nice sort of all-round full body practice. And now, just as important is to relax the body into Shavasana, using blankets over your body if you wish, into nice meditation. So relaxing the head, relaxing the hair and scalp, softening your forehead and the muscles around your eyes and your eyes. Relax your nose, cheeks, cheekbones. Soften the top and bottom lip, the chin and your jaw. Relaxing the ears and the side of your head, back of the head, back of the neck and all around your throat. Soften your shoulders and your arms all the way down to your hands and fingers. Just letting the hands relax and the fingers curl. Softening the chest, heart, lungs, rib cage, the digestive system. Relaxing the sides of your waist and all through the back, your spine, muscles, kidneys, all the other internal organs, your liver, your spleen, the stomach, everything harmonious and relaxed. Soften the buttocks, the hips and the pelvis, the tops and backs of your thighs, the tops and backs of your knees, your shins and calves, ankles, tops and soles of the feet, and all of the toes. You're relaxed from head to toe, and with every out-breath you take, your body softens and relaxes even more. I'd like you to imagine a beautiful golden white light. Even with your eyes closed, you can feel this light, you know this light, it's healing. This light starts to surround you. As you breathe, you notice the light just comes into the body, filling all of the areas of your body, all of the muscles, all of the organs, all of the tissue, the fluid through your body, the molecules and the cells all take on this golden white light essence, down to the atoms and the subatomic matter, and all the space in between. take the opportunity to allow this healing light to heal or mend or restore anything that seems out of balance in your body at the moment. Taking some quiet time now just to absorb this restful state. very gently. There's no need to move just yet, but just bring your awareness back to your body. Just notice for a moment whether you're very happy where you are, whether your body feels comfortable, whether you want to stay here or whether you're ready to come back into the rest of your day. Some days you'll be quite ready to move, others you just wish I hadn't said anything. And you could be left to rest. As you lie there without moving, just notice your breath. Notice whether it's shallow or deep. Whether it's noisy or soft. And then you can gently just start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Feel your body coming back to you, where your mind may have wandered. It's always fascinated me when we're unconscious and we have no awareness of our body or our mind. Who are we? We're still here, we're still us, even when we feel somewhat detached from the physical casing that we're in. So have a nice moment to stretch. Maybe take the arms overhead and have a full body stretch. And then you can draw the knees into chest and have a nice hug in and a rock. Whatever feels nice, whatever feels good. Just nurturing your body a little longer. And then we're going to come up to seated and chant our 3 Oms. So I invite you to join in if you wish. It's lovely for your throat chakra, very balancing. And it's nice also to notice where your Om resonates in your body, where it vibrates. So just joining me with your hands into Chin Mudra. After the 3rd Om, there's a very small silence, which is the 4th part of the Om. So when you're ready, breathe in with me. Just feel that lovely vibration. And then we'll bring our hands together, rub the palms together so that you feel the heat, your prana, your chi. And then we will palm the eyes, bring the hands over the eyes. Gently start to blink and notice the colours that you see before you blink and after. Let the light through the fingers as you part them, and we draw the hands back to our heart centre. Om Shanti. Namaste.